Johnnie, welcome to Wimbledon.
Thank you.
I think first things first, what convinced you that this is the right opportunity for you?
Just the project of the club, the vision that I've been sold about coming here, the story behind the formation of the club and how far it's come in such a short space of time is really exciting. Obviously, being here today at the stadium, seeing the ground and facilities that have been built again in such a short space of time, it's really exciting to be part of it.
What are your immediate plans and priorities? Obviously, I know it's been a busy few weeks for yourself, but do you just want to get stuck in straight away? Is that the sort of mantra you're going by?
Yeah, really keen just to get cracking, get straight to work. Obviously, there's a lot of work to be done. I've got to get a real handle on the staff, playing staff, and obviously with the recruitment side of things and the first team staff. Obviously, got to get to know those guys, and we're all going to be working really closely together, pushing towards the start of the season. So obviously, pre-season, we need to get cracking with that and get plans in place. So there's lots to do.
Yeah, and you arrive at the club in a period in which we are looking to bounce back after what's been a very difficult season. How are you sort of look to go about improving morale, if that's the right way to term it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's one of the key things that I need to bring. We need to get that winning mentality back. It's been a difficult season. Now we're getting away from that, but obviously that can really act as a reset. I want to bring a freshness to it. Obviously, new face, new staff coming in. There'll be new players coming in, and we need to get a real sort of freshness about us going into that pre-season. So there's no hangover from what's gone before, and I'm sure there won't be.
What have you learnt from your time at Charlton, and how will you use that experience to help you in this role?
Well, I've learned a hell of a lot. Obviously, I've been at that football club for a long time and been through all those sorts of steps as a player, captain, player coach, first team coach, assistant manager, manager. So I've done all the roles there, and I've learned a hell of a lot on the way. I've learned worked with some really good people under some good managers, as I have done throughout my career. And it's always about sort of taking the best bits that you see and parking some of their stuff that you wouldn't do and coming up with your own sort of your own methods. And that's something that I've been doing since even when I was playing, coming towards the end of my career. I was always focused on what next and how to become the best coach and hopefully one day manager that I could possibly be. So lots of experience, lots of lessons learnt in those roles, good and bad. Things that you done well, things that you do differently. I think it's always important that you're always reflecting, self-reflecting, and asking yourself how you can improve. I want to be the best possible coach and manager, and coach it and manage at the highest possible level. So I've always got to be striving to improve and self-reflecting.
Obviously, you faced us a few times in the past. Do you know much about the squad you're inheriting just yet?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a good handle on it. I know the lads. Obviously, being in the same division last season definitely helped, because coming up against Wimbledon, obviously twice in the League Cup last season. So, and obviously coming to watch a fair few games here as well when you're doing your due diligence, if you like. So, it's important that that you've got a good knowledge of the level, having played against Wimbledon last season a good few times. That helps as well. When you're obviously doing your homework on opposition, you're watching these guys closely. So I've got a good idea, good knowledge. Obviously, meeting them, working with them will only broaden that knowledge. But yeah, got a good handle on it.
I know it's a sort of $1 million question, but are you convinced that we could achieve an instant return to League One next season?
Yeah, obviously, I'm an ambitious young coach and manager, and if I felt like that wasn't achievable, and the club didn't believe in that, then I wouldn't be sat here today. So, very much so that I think AFC Wimbledon in League Two needs to be pushing, and obviously the disappointment of relegation, we need to use that as fuel to try and bounce back at the very first opportunity. So that will be everyone's mantra. I'll be pushing that hard, and I wouldn't be sat here, like I say, if I didn't feel that was achievable.
We have one of the most productive Category 3 academies in the country. How are you looking to utilise that in your role?
I mean, it's going to be key going forward. We're a club that likes to promote youth, give them opportunities, give them game time out there on the grass, and try and progress their careers. Whether that's here, getting opportunities, whether that's moving on, producing footballers for AFC Wimbledon, but also to go and have careers in the game. And something that I'm big on. It's something that I've always promoted in my coaching and managing career to date, and obviously something I'll be taking forward with me also.
You mentioned the unique story of the club in your opening remarks. How big a role can the supporters sort of play in, bringing that morale back up and all pushing in the same direction?
I think they're absolutely vital towards it. Any club that wants success needs to have that real sort of connection between players, supporters, staff. It needs to be sort of one big family pushing in the right direction. And I've seen it firsthand here. The galvanising effect that the supporters can have. There's a real sort of passion towards their team because of the story. And again, how far you've come in that time, and how the club was formed. So the supporters play an absolutely vital role in that, and obviously, in this brand new stadium that we've got, a wonderful facility, something that the supporters I know are really, really proud of. We need to use that. We need to use that to our advantage. That can really help. We need to try and make this place here a fortress, with the fans obviously playing a major part in that.
Johnny, we wish you all the best. Thanks for your time, mate.
Thank you very much.